Good Saturday evening. I am certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this November 16th of 2019. We had a pretty good day and a pretty good start to the weekend yesterday, too. It was a bit chilly yesterday with highs in the mid-50s. We got back to about the 60-degree mark today. And as far as temperatures go, looking at the week ahead, they'll be all over the place, for lack of a better expression, because of a few storm systems we're keeping an eye on. Before we get to what lies ahead, let's look back on our day from Indigo Sky, just outside of Seneca, Missouri, right on the Oklahoma-Missouri line. Again, a nice, beautiful start to the day. Then, as we got into the afternoon, that's when cloud cover began to pick up, and certainly going into this evening, that is hinting at our next storm system on the way. In terms of afternoon highs around 60 today, that's a little bit better than our average high of 59, but look at the temperatures over the past 10 days, especially last weekend. We started out cool Friday, and then the mild, certainly mild Saturday and Sunday. Then to start the week out, we had a very strong cold front work on through, giving us a little early taste of winter, with highs only making it to 27 on Tuesday afternoon. Then we saw temperatures gravitate back closer to normal. But then again, temperatures, they'll be kind of all over the place for the week ahead, as we keep an eye first and foremost on rain chances that will be sneaking on through as we go through your Sunday, and maybe a few showers on Monday as well. I do see a stronger system coming our way as we head toward the midweek ahead of us. That means rain chances certainly likely by that time frame, and it could end as a little bit of a rain-snow mix for Friday. See how that looks a little bit later. Then, behind that cold front, we will be certainly cool as we head toward next weekend. 7th at range line, just before we hit the top of the 8 o'clock hour on this Saturday night, showing traffic moving along just fine while the skies above stay quiet, but cloud cover continuing to pick up. The official numbers had us starting cold to 32 at Joplin Regional, but rebounding nicely to 60 degrees. Close to average in general for this time of the year, maybe a little bit colder than our average low at 38, but at least we didn't break any records. Believe it or not, we were actually quite warm 3 years ago with that record high set at 82. At the last check of Joplin Regional, we were sitting at 50 with the south breeze pushing 10 miles per hour overall. You can even argue a little bit of a southeasterly component to the wind as well. But the humidity, it'll be starting to climb as our pressure continues to fall, indicating our next storm system on the way in. Before we saw the cloud cover build, everybody made it to close to 60 degrees this afternoon, if not at 60 degrees. But as soon as we hit sunset, look at how fast temperatures wanted to drop off. Back at the 8 o'clock hour, we were seeing temperatures right around 50 degrees overall, some mid-40s trying to pop up already near Stockton Lake. Eventually, though, everybody will have a cool rest of the late night hours, and then dropping back to a bit of a cold start Sunday morning with lows around 39. We do warm up some as we go through the rest of your Sunday morning ahead, but note the rain chances wanting to pick up as we get closer to sunrise and through at least a good portion of your Sunday morning. That is all ahead of our next storm system that is ready to roll in. We've seen the first signs of it already today and this evening with cloud cover that's been building out in central western Kansas, but now that's really beginning to push on through. Any meaningful moisture resulting in rain or snow reaching the ground, staying to the west and north of us for now from about Denver, working through Nebraska, the Dakotas, and clipping parts of Iowa and Minnesota. Overall, the surface map shows our next cold front just to our northwest, and we will have that swing on through as we go through your Sunday. In addition to that, we will have a upper-level wave coming in upstairs as well. At the jet stream level, we have a wave centered, the brunt of it, to the north of Winnipeg, and then we've got an upper-level trough extending from that, working all the way down to about the Colorado-New Mexico border. That'll aid in getting the moisture to lift, condensate in the clouds, and eventually some scattered showers as we head into at least a part of your Sunday. Let's see if we can time out the rain chances on the future track here. We will keep things quiet to begin the overnight, even though the cloud cover will be pretty much in firm control from this point on. We'll have temperatures slowly dropping off. We'll only be dropping back through the mid-40s up until about midnight, then sneaking back into the lower 40s and upper 30s right before we hit sunrise. And just ahead of that approaching cold front, that is when we're going to anticipate at least scattered showers trying to develop, starting in our northwestern counties, and then it's going to try and overtake parts of the area. We're not talking about a washout or a strong line of rain or thunderstorms, but scattered showers just ahead of that cold front as it works on through. I really think the best timing of the rain will be from about sunrise to about noon, 1 o'clock, going into Sunday afternoon. Then we'll just be stuck with mostly cloudy skies, with hopefully a dry end to your Sunday. As far as temperatures go, we will definitely be a bit cooler once we get the northwest wind behind the cold front to kick in by late afternoon. I see us starting in the upper 30s in the morning, 39 degrees, 49 by noon. We'll have highs around 53. There may be a brief chance for some clearing in the cloud cover as we go towards Sunday evening, late Sunday night, but that will not last long because the future track wants to not only show the possibility of some fog as we go into Monday morning, but more cloud cover building in from the north and west. That's because a second little wave will be working in as well from the north. It may start out in the northern plains by Monday morning at 6 o'clock, but it will be quick to push on through. As it does, that could be just enough to give us a few showers on Monday. Otherwise, we'll deal with mostly cloudy skies to start the new work week and school week out. We will enjoy a bit of a break in the action on Tuesday with at least a bit of an upper level ridge nudging that jet stream back our way. That'll send highs back at least into the 60s on Tuesday. We stay in the 60s going into Wednesday, but notice the upper low really building and digging across the western U.S. and even into the desert southwest. A lot of energy with this wave, and bundles of energy will head our way running along the jet. That means rain and thunderstorms will be picking up on Wednesday. Rain chances looking very likely as we go into Thursday. Then we need to keep an eye on how the system tracks and how temperatures look going into Friday. As long as we hold on to the rain chances, I would not be surprised if we had a little bit of snow trying to mix in a few spots as we head into next Friday. Still, that's a good ways out, so we need to just keep an eye on things. We're not going to sound the alarm yet for a big snowstorm by any means, but it is sticking with Doug's pattern, with that being our next major storm system to keep an eye on. We'll have to end the weekend with some rain chances, otherwise we'll be at 53. Again, rain chances mainly in the morning, then mostly cloudy for the rest of the day. 57 on Monday, 61 on Tuesday. Again, we stay in the 60s going into Wednesday and Thursday, but once we get on the backside of that stronger system, that cold front in particular, we'll be dropping into the lower 40s on Friday. We should look dry by next Saturday, but it will remain cool with highs in the upper 40s. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday.